欢迎, Woltao Tyler. This is my presentation on China. So the Warring States period lasted from 476 to 221 BC. It started when the Zhou dynasty fell, and it brought in the end of the ancient era and lasted until the beginning of the imperial era of China. The Qin dynasty lasted from 221 to 207 BC. It's founded when Qin Shi Huangdi, ruling the state of Qin, conquered all the other warring states and established China's first empire, and it brought in the imperial era. He's most famous for connecting all of the walls in northern China into the Great Wall and building the Terracotta Army outside his mausoleum. The Han Dynasty lasted from 206 BC to 220 AD. It was one of the most famous Chinese dynasties, is where they get their native name from, and it's a golden age of culture. It started the Silk Road and has some of the most expansive military conquests of any Chinese dynasty. The Three Kingdoms lasted from 221 to 280 AD. It started when Cao Pi, the prime minister of the Han Dynasty, forced the Han emperor to abdicate the throne and found the state of Wei in northern China. The other two kingdoms fragmented from the remainder of the Han, and they were in a state of constant warfare until 265, when Sima Yan forced Cao Pi's son to abdicate the throne of Wei and found the Qin dynasty, which lasted from until 420 AD. And the Sui dynasty is most known for just kind of like reuniting China for the first time in like 100 years. It only lasted from 581 to 618 AD, and it was kind of just the first reunification of all of China. And in 618, the Tang Dynasty was founded by founded with the fall of the Sui Dynasty. It rivaled that of the Han with this military conquest culture and scientific advancements, such things as the water wheel, clock, and printable type press. And it expanded even further than that of the Han. And in 1207 and lasting through 1279, the Mongols started invading northern China. It started with Genghis Khan and was finished by his grandson Kublai Khan. And it's the first time that any foreigners had successfully conquered and ruled over China. In 1271, Kublai Khan founded the Yuan dynasty of China. It lasted until 1368, and is the first foreign dynasty of China, and it greatly expanded to almost the near-present borders of modern China. And in 1274 and 1281, Kublai Khan tried to invade Japan twice, but he failed both times because of storms that destroyed his entire fleet, and it reinforced the Japanese belief of the kamikaze. It also led to the downfall of the Yuan dynasty. In 1368, the Ming Dynasty was formed as a revival of the native Han dynasties. It was one of the most powerful the Chinese dynasties, with an army of over 1 million men and the largest navy in the world at that time, making it one of the world's superpowers. But then eventually it fell to internal dissent and isolationism. Between 1405 and 1433, Zheng He of the Ming sailed around many parts of the world, including Southeast Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. He also possibly discovered the Americas in 1444 before Columbus. And in 1644, the Manchu of northern China conquered the Ming and founded the Qing dynasty, and their borders are what was present day used for China and Mongolia, but eventually they fell to European pressure and internal dissent. And one of the major factors that led to the downfall of China as a major superpower was European expansion with their spheres of influence and their conquest into many of the port cities, and also in such things as the Opium Wars between the British and the Qing, which greatly decreased Chinese power in the area. And in 1912 and between 1949, the Republic of China was founded. It was founded by the Kuomintang, who were native Chinese that decided they wanted to get rid of the Qing, their Qing overlords. And it only lasted briefly because of World War II, and now it currently resides on the small island of Taiwan. In World War II, Japan invaded China and greatly devastated the area with such things as the Rape of Nanjing. And it wasn't until the Americans were able to get supplies and troops into China that they were able to finally kick them out. But by then it was too late because the government had been so weakened that revolution started taking place. And the major revolution was the Cultural Revolution led by Mao Zedong. He was a communist, and he led the communists against the nationalists, and eventually defeated them, pushing them back to the island of Taiwan, and founded the People's Republic of China. People's Republic of China has lasted from 1949 to the present day, and is most known for being very authoritarian and humanitarian with such incidents as the Tiananmen Square, and is very communist up until recently, which is when it's become more of a mixed economy style. And today, China has the world's second largest economy, second only to the United States. It's the world's fastest growing economy. It's rapidly modernizing its military. It is a nuclear power, and it is already a regional power and could very well become a world superpower, such as the US or Russia.
holy crap. With your own transitions. 457 with your nod from her and your own stinking transitions.
Sorry if you
That
thought I was just on my
amazing.
phone. I
Oh,
was.
it's okay.
Did that help?
Yeah. it
Okay.
did.
That was amazing.
So scared.
Because at one point you were behind like by 7 seconds. I'm like, he's never gonna make that time up on the swing. And all of a sudden I'm like, 457.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
think part of it was so nice.
Oh, wait, I'm-